Hey, what's going on, you guys? This is Madam, and I'm coming back to you once again. This time, we're going to go over to the Associated Press, and this is about Harvey Weinstein. He's been found guilty of R in Los Angeles trial. Weinstein was found guilty on Monday of R at the Los Angeles trial in another #MeToo movement reckoning, 5 years after he became a magnet for the movement. After deliberating for 9 days, spanning more than 2 weeks, the jury of 8 men and 4 women reached the verdict at the second criminal trial of 70-year-old, one-time powerful movie mogul who is 2 years into his 23-year sentence for R and assault convictions in New York. Weinstein was found guilty of R, force, ope, compilation, and another misconduct count involving an Italian model, an actor who said he appeared uninvited at her hotel room during the Los Angeles Film Festival in 2013. The jury was unable to reach the decision on several counts, notably charges involving Jennifer Sybil Newstrom, the wife of California Governor Gavin Newsom. The jury reported it was unable to reach a verdict in her alleged allegations, and the allegations of another woman. A mistrial was declared on those counts. He was also acquitted of battery allegations made by a massage therapist who treated Weinstein at a hotel in 2010. Weinstein looked down at the table and appeared to put his face and hands where the initial guilty counts were read. He looked forward as the rest of the verdict was read. He faces up to 24 years in prison when he is sentenced. Prosecutors and defense attorneys had no immediate comment on the verdict. Harvey Weinstein will never be able to R another woman. He will spend the rest of his life behind bars where he belongs, Sybil Newsom said in a statement. Throughout the trial, Weinstein's lawyer used sexism, misogyny, and bully tactics to intimidate, demean, and ridicule us survivors. The trial was a stark reminder that we, as a society, has work to do. It is time for the defendant's reign of terror to end, Deputy District Attorney Melanie Martinez said in a prosecution's closing arguments. It is the time for the kingmaker to be brought to justice. Lacking any forensic evidence or eyewitness accounts of assaults Weinstein's accusers said happened from 2005 to 2013. The case hinged heavily on the stories and credibility of the 4 women at the center of the charges. The accusers included Sybil Newsom, a documentary maker whose husband is California Governor Gavin Newsom. Her intense and emotional testimony of being R by Weinstein in a hotel room in 2005 brought the trial to its most dramatic moments. Lauren Young, the only accuser who testified at both Weinstein trials, said she was a model aspiring to be an actor and screenwriter who was meeting with Weinstein about a script in 2013 when he trapped her in a hotel room, groped her, and performed other unwanted acts in front of her. The jury was unable to reach a verdict on the charge involving Young. Jurors of conviction on her count and 8-4 in favor of conviction on 2 counts involving Sybil Newsom. Martinez said in her closing that the women entered Weinstein's hotel suites and let him into their rooms with no idea of what awaited them. Who would suspect that such an entertainment industry titan would be a degenerate artist, she said. The women's stories echo the allegations of dozens of others who have emerged since Weinstein became a hashtag #MeToo lightning rod, starting with stories in the New York Times in 2017. A movie about the reporting, she said, was released during the trial, and jurors were repeatedly warned not to see it. It was the defense that made the hashtag #MeToo an issue during the trial, however, emphasizing on none of the four women the four women went through. The authorities, until after the moment, made Weinstein a target. Defense lawyers said two of the women who were entirely lying about their encounters with Weinstein, and that the other two had 100% consensual relations that they later reframed. Regret is not the same thing as R. Weinstein attorney Alan Jackson said in a closing argument. He argued jurors to look past the women's emotional testimony and focus on the factual evidence. Believe us because we're mad because us. Believe us because we're mad. Believe us because we've cried, Jackson said jurors were being asked to do. Well, fury does not make fact, and tears do not make truth. All the women involved in the charges went by Jane Doe in the court. The Associated Press does not typically name people who say they have been abused unless they come forward publicly and agree to be named through their attorneys, as the women named here did. Prosecutors called 40 other witnesses in the attempt to give context and collaboration to those stories. 4 were women. The other 4 who were not part of the charges but testified Weinstein arred and assaulted them. They were brought to the stand to establish a pattern of his predation. Weinstein beat 4 other felony charges before the trial even ended. When prosecutors said a woman he was charged with R-ing twice, the assaulting twice, would not appear to testify. They declined to give a reason. Judge Lisa Lynch dismissed those charges. Weinstein's latest conviction hands a victory to victims of misconduct of famous men in the wake of some legal setbacks, including the dismissal of Bill Cosby's conviction last year. The R trial of the '70s show actor Danny McMasterson, held simultaneously and just down the hall from Weinstein's, ended in a mistrial. And actor Kevin Spacey with victorious at a civil battery trial in New York last month. Weinstein's New York conviction survived an initial appeal, but the case is set to be heard by the state's highest court next year. The California conviction also likely to be appealed, which means he will not walk free even if the East Coast conviction is thrown out. Either way, my guy. Either way, yeah. And as they should, that's how it should be. Side note, chill. And that's the end of the article. Like I said, please excuse the interruptions, the minor interruptions. My son is awake in the background and playing, and I still gotta put these videos out though. But thank you so much for watching my video. I don't feel any type of sympathy for this man, as it's been a long time coming, and he should face at least, even if he gets one, that's some form of justice. If he gets two, that's a definitely good thing of justice. Either way, he will never be able to see out, life, pretty much. I mean, if you look at the totality of what he has caused, some women, some victims, still probably having to come forward and still have to deal with those, traumas every day, as a result of it. So, I mean, it seems like justice will be served in the Harvey Weinstein case yet again, and that hopefully the victims can have closure and be able to move forward in the California case, which is always a great thing, pretty much. But I would definitely like to know how you feel about this Harvey Weinstein conclusion, and the California trial. Also, as far as the New York one as well. Let me know how you feel down in the comment section, and give me your opinion, your thoughts on it. Thank you so much for watching this video. I truly do appreciate it. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. With that being said, I will see you guys in the next video.